As she sat back down on the couch, she realized that the footsteps she had heard earlier were now coming from inside her apartment. Super Time presents Spooky Scary Stories. Nightenstein. It was a dark and stormy night. The rain pounded against the windows with a fierce intensity. Jenna sat alone in her small apartment, staring out the torrential downpour. As she sat, she heard a strange noise coming from the hallway. It sounded like footsteps, but they were too heavy to be human. She tried to ignore the sound, but it only grew louder. Suddenly, the power went out, leaving her in complete darkness. The only light came from the occasional bolt of lightning that lit up the sky. Jenna's heart raced as she heard the footsteps getting closer. She could hear them coming closer and closer until they stopped right outside her door. She sat frozen with fear, unable to move or even breathe. Suddenly, there was a loud knock at the door. She hesitated for a moment, but eventually she mustered the courage to get up and answer it. As she approached the door, she heard a strange, guttural growling sound. She froze again, realizing that whatever was on the other side of the door was not human. She slowly reached for the doorknob, her hands shaking with fear. When she finally opened the door, there was nothing there. No one, nothing, just the sound of the pouring rain outside. Jenna closed the door and locked it, but she couldn't shake the feeling that she wasn't alone. As she sat back down on the couch, she realized that the footsteps she had heard earlier were now coming from inside her apartment. Jenna's heart was pounding in her chest as she heard the footsteps drawing closer. She desperately looked around for something to defend herself with, but her apartment was empty of any useful objects. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning illuminated the room, and she saw a dark figure standing before her. It was a tall, gaunt man dressed in tattered rags, with long matted hair and piercing eyes that seemed to glow in the darkness. He let out a growl. The man advanced on her, reaching out with a clawed hand. She screamed, but no one could hear her over the sound of the rain. Just as the man was about to grab her, there was a blinding flash of light and a deafening boom of thunder. The man recoiled in pain, covering his eyes. Jenna realized that the storm had somehow come to her rescue. She scrambled to her feet and bolted for the door, running blindly through the darkness. When she finally reached her street, she collapsed in a heap, gasping for air. She looked back at her apartment, but it was empty now, just a dark silhouette against the pouring rain. From that night on, Jenna could never forget the terrifying experience. She always made sure to stay indoors on rainy nights, and whenever she heard footsteps in the hallway, she knew it was just her imagination playing tricks on her. But deep down, she knew that what she had seen was real, and that the storm had saved her life. And that was the story of Nightenstein. Clearly you could see that the monster was Frankenstein. He was scared by the lightning. Thank you for watching. Please share and subscribe.